Hello and good evening, YouTube. This is the collector here, 6741. Now, I'm pretty sure some of you have possibly seen this list already. Maybe some of you have, maybe some of you have not. But now that the official ban list for January 1st to March 31st for next year, 2015, has been officially posted on the Yu-Gi-Oh website. And if you see this little blue ball floating on the screen, is because I'm on my Wii U using the internet. I'm not using my PS3 anymore because it's better for the Wii U. But I will hit the zoom button on my tablet so we can zoom in and we can have a much better view of what the ban list looks like. So we all can clearly see that Mr. Stratos did not come back off the ban list. And it is a shame. But we also heard that Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End in Japan, came off the list with a changed effect. But he's still banned in the American list. And then Sinister Serpent also came back. But we still see him banned right there. And he will not be joining us anytime soon. Mighty came back in Japan and a whole bunch of other stuff. But one new card got added to the ban list, and it is Super Polymerization. That card is no longer playable in tournaments anymore as of January 1st. I think they hit it because of Shadows, but they also hit it because the new hero deck is coming out at the end of January. And that is a real shame to a lot of hero players, because I know they were looking forward to having Super Poly in their deck. As of the new year, that will not be possible. But for the cards hit at 1, we see that Artifact Muraltech has now officially been cut to 1, like it has done in the Japan's list, OCG. They finally cut it to 1 in Japan, and now it's cut in English too, which is alright, but who knows. And then they finally let Dark Strike Fighter come off of the ban list at 1, but thanks to the 5D's special edition package that they released, which was the same thing as the legendary collections, Dark Strike Fighter's ability has been changed to once per turn, which is understandable. And we continue to scroll down, and we also see another card that has made a comeback after so many years. Snatch Steel is now playable again. That is amazing. To steal your opponent's card and keep it as long as that card is equipped to that monster. But of course it has that drawback of giving your opponent 1,000 life points during the standby phase. But you can also chain that with Book of the Moon, and then keep their monster face up on your field after you've booked it down, and then reflipped it on your turn. Or you play Bad Reactions to Shimochi or Fallen Nurse Replicule, and then just burn them for 1,000 points as long as you keep their card. So you pretty much give them a double whammy. You take their monster, which is 1, and you burn them 1,000 for the card's ability, which is 2. And that hurts a lot. Now we move on to the cards that are going to 2, and we see our lovely Angel Honest has made an upgrade to 2 per deck, which is good. I actually do like that, even though I didn't really use Honest that much. I used them in Fables, and some folks use them for Bujin, and of course Stellar Knights, and of course the Faithful Light Sworns. And we see our trusty Goyo has upgraded to 2, despite he was at 1, and once before he was banned. Now he is going to 2 for the new list. And we also see this, Dark Hole is now going to 2. And we still have Raigeki on the format. So we have 1 Raigeki and 2 Dark Holes. Wow, that's pretty interesting. I could clearly see people citing in Starlight Road for this one, but that's just my opinion. And then our last cards that are no longer on the list, meaning you could run these in 3s, We have our lovely Blackwing, Gale the Whirlwind, so now Blackwing players can rejoice. Mermail Abyss Gund, which was limited to 1, now it's going back to 3. I guess the TCG does not feel that Mermails are no longer a problem. But here's the kicker. Reborn Tengu now is back at 3. I love that card at 3. I missed it at 3. My Fables were never the same after they kicked it to 2. And pretty sure other players' decks were not the same either. Reasoning going to 3 doesn't bother me. And Transmigration Prophecy, that's actually pretty cool because now you can just recycle it and then just keep the loop going. So it's going to open doors for a lot of loops. But that is the ban list for 2015 for January 1st to March 31st. That is a pretty interesting list that they've made here. But that's what they've decided to do, and I'm going to run with it. I mean, with the decks that I use, people already know what I use because I never really try to run the meta. And as you can see, it was updated on the 17th. I believe that's today. But in the end, this is the New Year's list all the way until March 31st until they print something else. But that's what it is, YouTube. So this is the Collector 6741. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully that this list doesn't hurt anybody's feelings. Doesn't hurt me at all. I was planning on using super polymerization in my zombie deck, but now I gotta think of a plan B. But oh well, no harm, no foul. Too bad, so sad.